I greet you in Jesus' precious name. It is Friday morning, the 29th of November, 2024, and this is your friend Angus Bucket with a thought for the day. We start off in the book of Genesis, chapter 32, and I'm reading from verse 25. He touched the socket of his hip, and the socket of Jacob's hip was out of joint as he wrestled with him. Then we go down to verse 31. The sun rose on him. He had been wrestling with God all night, and he limped on his hip. Therefore, to this day, the children of Israel do not eat the muscle that shrank, which is on the hip socket, because he touched the socket of Jacob's hip in the muscle that shrank. A touch from God, a touch from the angel. Then we go to the second book of Corinthians, chapter 12, verse 9. And Jesus says, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness." Maybe today as I'm talking to you, you are saying, "Lord, where are you? Lord, you promised to heal me, and I've not yet been healed." Folks, I want to say to you that I have prayed for many people. I have seen many signs, wonders, and miracles, many. But there are some people that God touches, and he leaves them in that situation for a reason. I want to tell you that Jacob was a changed man from the day he started to walk with a limp. Always follow a man who walks with a limp. Why, you ask? Because that man understands the principles of life. That man has been through many trials. He is slow to speak. He is quick to listen. He is a man full of counsel and experience and wisdom. Remember, Saul of Tarsus was very arrogant. He was on his way to kill the Christians in Damascus, and the Lord knocked him off his horse, and when he recovered, he was stone blind. And he never, I don't believe, I might be wrong, he never fully regained his sight. You'll see in many of the letters, he says, "Look, I signed this letter with my own handwriting," big handwriting. He talks about eyes, but I want to tell you, spiritually, Paul became a giant in the faith. Do not be afraid when you get a touch from God, because sometimes it's there to strengthen us spiritually. Trust the Lord for your total healing, of course. But what is total healing? For me, total healing is to know him more. The same Paul said, "Oh, that I might know him and the power of his resurrection and the fellowship of his sufferings, being conformed to his death." Today, let us not be afraid of the angel that will touch us, because it will only bring us closer to God. Jesus bless you, and goodbye.